be is Apocalypse who would win the battle? Apocalypse is one of the most powerful and dangerous mutants on the planet, while Hulk is the infamous Green Giant of Marvel. Hulk has had a complex past, most notably serving as War, one of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. His strength increases proportionally with his rage, making him one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe. Hulk's regeneration ability is extraordinary, allowing him to rapidly recover from seemingly fatal injuries. Not only can he withstand tremendous physical damage, but he also possesses resistance to various forms of attack. On the other hand, Apocalypse wields a terrifying arsenal of power, super strength, shapeshifting, telepathy, and the ability to manipulate his molecular structure. Additionally, he can absorb and enhance energy to become even more powerful. With his ancient origins, Apocalypse has survived for thousands of years and can even regenerate from fatal wounds. As a brilliant strategist, he knows how to use his sharp intellect to outmaneuver and overwhelm his opponents. But before we dive deeper into the analysis, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Hulk's immense strength and durability can give him a significant advantage, especially when he fully unleashes his uncontrollable rage. However, Apocalypse not only possesses overwhelming power but also flexibility, sharp strategic thinking, and the ability to adapt to any situation, allowing him to exploit Hulk's weaknesses. Remember, Apocalypse's power and abilities are virtually limitless. He has repeatedly demonstrated strength at the class 100 level comparable to Hulk, and has successfully faced off against an enraged Hulk detached from Banner, subduing him until Hulk exhausted his strength and came to a halt. Apocalypse is not only powerful but also cunning in exploiting every opportunity to maintain the upper hand against the most dangerous adversaries. Apocalypse's durability is legendary, almost surpassing all conceivable limits. A commonly overlooked fact is that his body is essentially a product of biotechnology developed from celestial technology entities far higher in the cosmic hierarchy. Over thousands of years, Apocalypse has continually improved this ability, enabling him to control his body at the molecular level. This grants him the power to transform his body into an incredibly diverse array of forms capable of bending, stretching, and reshaping to create a wide range of destructive weapons. From lasers and guns to drills and swords, Apocalypse can forge any weapon he desires whenever needed, all functioning with absolute precision. He's not just a brutal warrior, his ability to freely shape his body makes him an opponent difficult to predict or control. Apocalypse's blood contains the advanced technology he uses to regenerate, which we later recognize as similar to the techno-organic virus. Thanks to this, he can regenerate even from the smallest trace. Apocalypse accomplishes this by infecting other life forms, taking over their bodies, and eventually fully regenerating by controlling and healing himself or transferring from one life form to another until he finds a suitable host. Furthermore, he has recently been upgraded with the ability to use magic, making him even more terrifying. While Hulk grows stronger over time, Apocalypse is no fool. He is a master strategist, and as we've seen many times, when his plans come to fruition, the consequences are often disastrous. He forces the entire world to submit to his will, and those who oppose him pay a steep price. Based on previous confrontations with the X-Men, Apocalypse has a roughly 70% chance of winning most battles. However, given Hulk's impressive achievements and strengths, one could argue that Hulk is superior, as he has accomplished feats far beyond expectations. But in a typical battle, Apocalypse still has a higher chance of victory. Indeed, they have faced each other in the comics, and Apocalypse has easily subdued Hulk. However, if the opponent were Hulk's strongest versions, such as Green Scar, Abomination, Immortal Hulk, Red Hulk, Maestro, or Zombie Hulk, the outcome could be different. Green Scar is a particular case, reaching near godlike strength, having defeated the X-Men and asserting that he doesn't need healing abilities to win. In this state, Hulk is not only powerful but also fueled by the pain of losing his wife, a force that no power of Apocalypse could shake. Although many may believe Apocalypse is stronger, I believe Hulk can win, and more importantly, Hulk is one of the few characters capable of facing and defeating Thanos in a direct battle. However, an undeniable fact remains: Apocalypse possesses strength to such an extent that even he cannot fully comprehend its limits, making him a being far beyond the reach of most enemies. Apocalypse has turned Hulk into his slave, and I mean that literally. Apocalypse has defeated Hulk with terrifying ease, as if Hulk's existence were just a tiny, insignificant speck of dust. With unstoppable power, Apocalypse completely overwhelmed Hulk, turning him into a tool under his absolute control. Apocalypse could destroy Hulk in the blink of an eye effortlessly, and that's why he is a threat that cannot be underestimated. His strength lies not only in sheer force but also in his cunning strategies and absolute domination over those once considered invincible. This is what makes Apocalypse truly terrifying. He possesses an extraordinary telepathic ability and mental power few can match. Yes, I know Hulk has resistance to mind attacks, but the key point lies in the next reason, something that could truly make Hulk cautious. Apocalypse can use his telepathy not only to control or attack, but also to protect his mind and the minds of others from powerful entities like Charles Xavier or Jean Grey. Even telepathic masters like Emma Frost struggle to breach the mental defenses Apocalypse has set up. Hulk may be strong physically, but against this insane mental power, Apocalypse could make him worry about a battle where raw strength alone is not enough to win. Apocalypse could take Hulk to a place like the Star Plains, where he would simply overpower Hulk in terms of force and energy. There, Hulk's immunity to telepathy would be rendered ineffective, or at least insufficient, against the godlike power level Apocalypse has now attained. Apocalypse not only has the ability to shapeshift but also to control his body at the molecular level, powerful, similar to how Jean Grey can manipulate matter with her telekinesis. Although the two abilities are not exactly the same, it gives you a clearer picture of the sophistication and advancement of any molecular power Apocalypse possesses. He can combine his shape-shifting and transformative abilities to become a colossal entity, the size of planets. In this form, Apocalypse would crush Hulk like a tiny insect, leaving no room for any resistance, turning Hulk into a subjugated being before a power far beyond his reach. Apocalypse can also siphon a great deal of power from anyone he is interested in by simply transferring his consciousness or absorb power from his old host to a new one. This means, theoretically, if he could somehow do this with someone like Legion or Franklin nearly impossible, he would truly become unstoppable. Apocalypse can generate force fields so strong that Hulk might not even be able to do anything from the start. His force fields are at an unimaginable level, creating a nearly impenetrable layer of protection. Nevertheless, we cannot forget that Hulk's strength is limitless. The angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes, and this could put Apocalypse in a tight spot. Eventually, this pressure might force Apocalypse to exert all his abilities to maintain control, weakening him. At that point, Hulk could move closer and attack, even if Apocalypse is at a class 100 power level. However, with his vast and crazy arsenal of abilities, from telepathy to shapeshifting, Apocalypse could easily stall Hulk long enough to either defeat him or retreat if necessary. This shows that Apocalypse's depth is not just in absolute power, but also in his ability to control the battle on his terms. Subscribe to the channel, it helps us a lot, and you'll get to watch amazing videos every day. You're the best, thank you so much. Apocalypse has the ability to teleport to any location he desires, turning all of Hulk's efforts into a futile struggle. Even though Hulk can leap from continent to continent with immense power, this does not guarantee he can predict where Apocalypse will appear next. This leaves Hulk in a passive and desperate position, as he is completely unable to keep up with his opponent's unpredictable movements, turning the confrontation into an endless nightmare for the Green Giant. Apocalypse not only possesses teleportation abilities, but can also manipulate and alter matter at will. He can create or destroy anything with a physical form, as when he once created a new helmet for Magneto and decapitated unfortunate victims out of thin air in the blink of an eye. With such power, I believe Hulk would face an immense challenge, even with his regenerative abilities. Hulk's extraordinary strength could be overwhelmed by Apocalypse's limitless creativity and destruction. At this point, Apocalypse truly has the ability to regenerate on a scale similar to what Hulk can achieve, possibly even a bit faster, rendering any blows Hulk delivers as useless as strikes in a fair match where Apocalypse attacks Hulk. Apocalypse possesses the power enhancement ability, allowing him to upgrade or reduce the power of another mutant with little effort. He can even raise their abilities to their highest level in an instant without causing any negative effects on himself. Not only that, but Apocalypse also controls telekinesis at a superior level, enabling him to manipulate and restructure matter as he sees fit. He can do this much like Jean Grey, but with perfect and limitless precision. Another thing about Apocalypse is his immortality, allowing him, as mentioned above, to regenerate and heal, never aging and essentially living forever. People often confuse this with the fact that he is at the pinnacle of eternal life, meaning yes, killing him permanently is impossible. Apocalypse is all-powerful, or if not, very close to it now. It can tap into his genius-level intellect, reaching the maximum of 100, equivalent to any other genius in the Marvel Universe. He easily outsmarts and prepares for Hulk in combat scenarios. Before I emphasize this, I completely understand that Bruce Banner, also known as Hulk, is one of the greatest genius minds the Marvel world has ever seen. However, when Hulk is not in Bruce's form, he often loses a large part of his intelligence. In contrast, Apocalypse never falls into such a situation. He is an excellent strategic entity, capable of utilizing his knowledge and mastery of ancient Egyptian to create significant advantages in battle. If supported by the right horseman, Apocalypse can turn this ancient wisdom into ultimate power, allowing him to skillfully control the battle and outmaneuver any opponent. Apocalypse can effortlessly leverage his powers as a master manipulator, possessing thousands of years of experience and knowledge that surpasses anyone, including Hulk or any other Avenger except for Vision with the Mind Stone. In fact, he has advanced to the point of single-handedly seizing extremely advanced technology from the Kree Empire, allowing his armor to provide him with superior strength against a massive force in battle. However, Apocalypse's greatest weakness is his dependency on this armor. If he loses it, he can become more vulnerable. This has happened before when Magneto defeated Apocalypse, tearing the armor from his body before decisively taking him down. Although it wasn't a swift battle, it was certainly one of the most dramatic encounters they had, happening twice. The combination of Apocalypse's strength, intellect, and technology makes him a formidable opponent. The Marvel community, I'm aware Hulk would meet his end soon as Apocalypse would not prolong this because he is too smart to endure such an outcome, and everyone agrees that Hulk cannot do much against Outmaneuver, and this has been questioned and proven many times. But this does not change the fact that it depends on which version of Hulk we are talking about. If it's the standard classic Hulk, he would be destroyed. If it's World War Hulk, he still loses here. But if it's World Planet Breaker Hulk, he would definitely run circles around Apocalypse to Andromeda and back. We're talking about a mutant so powerful that the entire X-Men team must join forces just to hope to weaken, slow down, or stop him. Even with Omega-level mutants in their lineup and a formidable army of individuals with extraordinary psychic abilities, Apocalypse remains an extremely difficult challenge. At certain points, even the cooperation of the strongest members of the team couldn't fully deal with him. The only reason Apocalypse is not recognized like other great names is not due to a lack of knowledge or power, but actually because he doesn't have the ability to travel the vast cosmos and explore the stars like characters such as Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, Loki, Hela, Thanos, and many others. Even so, this doesn't diminish the fact that there is no concrete evidence to suggest that Apocalypse lacks the necessary capabilities to face real forces, even on planets other than those of the Celestial or Skyfather class. If given the opportunity, he could definitely undertake challenging interstellar missions. With a determined heart and soul, Apocalypse aims for a better world he has always desired and wishes to dominate most of Earth, though somewhat narrow-mindedly but still honoring the strength and desire for dominance of a ruler like him. Apocalypse is often underestimated in the current Marvel universe, and he could very well defeat many characters we consider powerful at similar levels simply because we haven't seen them face off directly. However, despite possessing nearly godlike abilities, Apocalypse has not yet reached the stature of the most powerful entities in Marvel. But this doesn't mean he won't achieve it someday, as his power and abilities have no clear limits and he can evolve dramatically over time. This could completely change the situation, and we might see Apocalypse facing powerful opponents like Silver Surfer or Phoenix. Apocalypse wins 9 out of 10 battles because it seems a bit unbalanced. But as mentioned, it really depends on the versions, and if it's the right one, Hulk might hide from Apocalypse. Apocalypse has defeated Hulk quite easily when he turned him into his War Horsemen. Some of Apocalypse's physical strength is similar to Hulk's, and he also has a range of unusual powers and resources that usually give him the advantage. He has centuries of experience, which means he knows how to maximize that advantage. There are different versions of Hulk, and his personality and strength can always give him a better chance in a rematch. There is a reason Apocalypse wants to control him. Overall, I think Apocalypse has a pretty good chance of beating Hulk most of the time. What do you think? We would love to hear your opinions. Thank you for watching. That's the video for today. We'll end here. Thank you so much.